So here is another paper. Paper 2, non-calculator extended paper. In this one, make sure any question that we will solve, do not use the calculator at all. Yeah. So we will begin now. The first question, simplify. 7c minus 5d plus c plus 3d. So we'll keep all the like terms together. We can simply write 7c plus c minus 5d plus 3d. And then we'll do the operation. So 7c plus c will be 8c, minus 5d plus 3d will be minus 2d. So 8c minus 2d will be.
In this case, do we have to do the like factorization by 2, like 2 in the brackets 4c minus d?
Not required.
If we do it there,
Still also it is fine. If
it's
you will do
fine,
it,
right?
then also it is fine. But this is the final answer.
Okay.
Question number 2, it says the diagram shows two parallel lines intersecting two straight lines. Find the value of w, x, and y. Okay. So these are two parallel lines. This is 76. This is 158, right? If this is 158, the remaining will be how much?
22.
22. If this is 158, this will also be 158, W. Corresponding angle. If this is 22, this will also be 22. Right? If this is 76, okay, this is 22 again. If this is 22, this is 76, this will be how much? This is 98. So
82.
82. So y is 82. This is 82.
X is 76.
This will be, x will be 76, right? So w is how much? 158. X is 76. And y is 82 degrees.
We can go by alternate angle also.
Sorry?
Alternate angle also we can do, no?
We can do alternate angle also, this angle and this angle. Yeah. Alternate interior angles are equal when lines are parallel. Perfect. Question number 3. Sally invests $1500 at 3% per year simple interest. Work out the total value. Work out the total value, not only the simple interest, for her investment that ends that end of 6 years, at the end of 6 years. So this is the time duration, this is the principal amount, and this is the rate of interest. We have to find the amount. We know that the amount formula is principal plus interest. So the principal amount is 1500, and in case of simple interest formula is P into R into T upon 100. So that is 1500 plus 1500 into rate of interest R into time period 6 whole divided by 100. So 0, 0 cancel out, 0, 0 cancel out. This is going to be 1500 plus 15 into 3, 45 multiplied by 6. This is going to be 1500 plus 6 into 5, 30, 0, 3 carry. 6 4s are 24 plus 3, 27, 270. So 1770 is the answer. Clear? Any doubts in this? So the point to remember when it says work out the total value in the case of simple interest, amount is always principal plus interest. So we added the principal with the interest, and interest we will calculate using the method SI equals to P into R into T upon 100. Any doubts in this? Okay, let's move on. Work out 6 upon 5 minus 2 upon 3 multiplied by 3 upon 8. So according to BoardMaster, first we will solve this. So 3 cancel out, 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. So basically 5 over 6 minus 1 over 4. Now we can simplify this. 5 fours are 20 minus 6 ones are 6 divided by 6 fours are 24. So this is going to be 14 over 24, which can be further simplified as 7 over 12. Right? Any questions in this? So in such questions where the brackets was not there, we apply BoardMaster. So before addition, we have to do multiplication. Yeah, that's why it was a simple question, but it was for 3 marks. If we will miss, if someone will do 5 upon 6 minus 2 by 3 first and then multiply, then that will be incorrect. Okay. Moving on to question number 5, it says the interior angle of a regular polygon is 150 degree. Interior angle I. Interior angle I is 150. It says find the number of sides of the polygon. So number of the sides of the polygon, there is a formula n is equals to 360 degree upon E. So first we have to figure out the value of E. So I plus E is 180. So E will be 180 minus 150. So E will be 30 degrees. Hence, N will be 360 degree upon 30 degree. That is going to be 12 sides. Clear? Moving on. Any doubts, any confusion in this? Okay. Moving on to question number 6 now. It says the line x plus y equals to 7 is drawn on the grid. On the grid, draw the line for y equals to 2x plus 1. So they want us to sketch another line. So we know that whenever we have to sketch a line, first we find the table values x and y. So when x is 0, can we say y is 1? When x is 1, y will be 3. So let's plot it. 0 and 1 is here. 1 and 3 will be here. And then we just have to simply sketch or join the line and extend them like this. Right? You can extend a little bit from both sides. Once we are done with this, mark the equation of the line that y is equals to 2x plus 1. And we are done with part A. Second part, it says use your graph to solve these simultaneous equations. Now, these simultaneous equations we cannot solve using the algebraic method, which is elimination or substitution method. They have clearly mentioned solve using the graph. So on the graph, the point of intersection will give us the solution. That is 2, 5, right? So the solution x component is 2, y component is 5, and that's the answer. Clear? Shall we move on? Next, this is a very good question. It says write the recurring decimal 0.26, and you can clearly see that there is a dot above the number 6. That means only 6 is recurring, 2 is not recurring. So this number can be written as x equals to 0.26666 and so on like this. Okay, and we have to write it as a single fraction in its simplest form. So can I write 10x equals to 2.6666 like this, and then 100x equals to 26.6666 like this. If I will subtract 10x from 100x, so 100x minus 10x is equals to 26.666 minus 2.666. So our answer will be 90x is equals to 24. Now we can simplify this equation because 0.666 is completely eliminated, right? So now x is equals to 24 over 90. Let's cancel out with 3. 3 3s are 3 8s are, then 2 4s are, 2 15s are. 4 upon 15 will be the answer now. Clear? Any questions? This is a very important question. You can surely expect one of the question in the examination based on recurring decimal where you have to write that decimal as a single fraction in your non-calculator paper. Let's move on. Question number 8, it says find 2m minus n where vector m and n are given to us. Yeah. So let's find 2m first. Can I write 2m is equals to 22 over 10, not over 10, 22 and 10. Yeah. And we have to do 2m minus n. Now we can do 22, 10 minus 8 minus 3. That is going to be 22 minus 8 is how much? 14. 10 minus minus 3 will be 13. Perfect. So 14, 13 is the answer. Next part, it says the vector 5 root y has a magnitude of 7. 5 root y has a magnitude of 7. Find the value of y. We know that magnitude 7 will be equals to under root of 5 square plus root y square. Now let's square both sides. We can write 49 is equals to 25 plus y. So y is equals to 49 minus 25. That is going to be 24. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Whenever you feel like any question is difficult, make sure you do solve it. Yeah. Next, it says the table shows some information about the marks scored by a group of students in a test. This is the test mark and the frequency is given to us. The mean mark is also given to us, that is 6. It says work out the value of n. We know that the mean mark 6 will be equals to 4 into 2, 8 plus 5 into 4, 20 plus 8 into n is 8n whole divided by 2
6 plus
plus
n.
4 plus n. That is 6 plus n. Now we can write this as 6 is equals to 28 plus 8n. We'll simplify this first. 6 plus n. Now we'll take this to the LHS. So 6 multiplied by 6 plus n is equals to 28 plus 8n. Now 36 plus 6n, which is equals to 28 plus 8n. So 36 minus 28 is equals to 2n. So n will be equals to 36 minus 28 is going to be 8 divided by 2, that is 4. Clear? So the answer is 4 for the value of n. Shall we move on now? Any questions here? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Perfect. Let's move on. Okay. Now circle theorem. Question number 10. A diagram is given to us. It says A, B, and C are the 3 points on the circle. A, B, and C are the 3 points on the circle with center O. D is tangent to the circle at A. The line D is tangent to the circle at A. That means tangent to the circle is always perpendicular to the radius. Angle ACO is 35, already marked. Angle BCO is 40. BCO is 40 degree. Find angle AOC. AOC. This angle they are telling us to find. Now, this is radius. This is also radius. If this is 35, this will also be 35. 35, 35, 70. So this will be how much? 80? No, 110. 110. 110 because the sum should be 180 degree angle sum property of a triangle. Angle ABC, A, B, and C. This angle we have to work out now. So this angle will be how much? Sorry?
55.
55.
How 55?
Angles in the center are
Both
twice.
edges are the same arc.
Both are
Both exist at the same arc.
same arc. Angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. So at the center it is twice. So at the circumference it will be half. That's how it is. 55 degrees. Third one, angle DAC. D, A, and C. This angle Now angle at the tangent is always perpendicular to the radius. Total should be 90. So this will be 90 minus 35. 90 minus 35, that will be 55. Angle OAB, angle OAB. This angle now, this angle will be how much? Angle sum property of a triangle, the sum of each angle, like this, 55 plus 40 and 35 is 75 plus 35 plus x, let's say this is unknown x, should be equals to 180 degrees. So we can write this as, this is going to be 110 plus 50, 165, x equals to 180 minus 165, that's how much? 15 degrees. So this is,
You could have done alternate segment theorem for DAC.
DAC.
Mhm.
DAC, yes.
का value.
DAC we can also do alternate segment theorem. Here it is 55 and this is also 55. We can do alternate segment theorem, that's perfect. And we can also do simply 90 minus 35, that is 55. So verified. Shall we move on now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Question number 11, it says the diagram shows the graph of y equals to f of x at the point minus 2 and 11. The tangent from P touches the graph of y equals to f of x at point A comma B. Find the values of A and B, where A and B are integers. By drawing this tangent, find the value of A and the value of B. So we have to draw a tangent line which is starting from point P and going intersecting, not intersecting, just touching the curve and passing like this, right? They're intersecting at A comma B. So A comma B is here. Now we have to check the coordinates. If this is 0, this is 5. Can we say that this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and that is 5. So this coordinate is actually here, like this. So we can say this is 1 comma 2. So the value of A is 1 and B is 2. Is this clear? Okay.
Yes,
Part
sir.
B, it says find the equation of the tangent. Give your answer in the form of y equals to mx plus c. Y equals to mx plus c. We already know that the point 1 comma 2 exists on the line. 1 comma 2 exists on the line. Y-intercept c is 5, which is clearly visible on the graph. So we can write c is 5. Now we can find the gradient. So y is equals to mx plus c. Y is 2, x is 1. So 2 is equals to m into 1 plus 5. So m will be negative 3. So the equation will be y equals to negative 3x and y-intercept is 5. So this is your answer.
So sometimes there's a 7 markers question where this graph is not there. So how are we supposed to solve that?
See the given data, the data is already always given to us. In this case, C was visible on the graph. So first we write C. The point that is available on the line is this 1 comma 2. We can take any other point also because it says find the equation of the tangent line in the form of y equals to mx plus c. So these were the 3 information given to us from the 4 unknown variables y, m, x and c. So we substituted all the values and we figured out the unknown value, which was m. And then we rewrite our equation. Similarly, when the question is given in word form and the graph is not sketched, definitely there is some way to frame the equation and figure out the unknowns. So the first thing that you will do in such cases, you write down the given information, figure out what is your end goal, what do you want to find, and you will definitely figure out the equations to find the unknowns. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Or if such question comes, like if you want to
So
solve
no.
such question, you can send it in the group. We can check that separately for sure.
Okay, sure, sir.
Yeah. Moving on to question number 12, it says the time spent on the internet by each of 120 adults is recorded for 1 day. The cumulative frequency diagram shows this information. This is the cumulative frequency diagram. Now it says use the cumulative frequency diagram to find an estimate of the IQR, interquartile range. Now the formula for IQR is Q3 minus Q1. And we have to figure out the values of Q3 and Q1. Q3 is 3/4 of the data. So 3/4 of 120 will be how much?
90.
90. So we have to check the 90th value. And this is going to be the 1/4 of the data. So 1/4 of 120 will be 30th value. So we have to figure out what is the 90th value and what is the 30th value. Let's check. First mark them. This is definitely 30 and this is definitely 90, right? Now you can use scale and pencil and mark it. I'm just using a polygon like this. So it's here. Then 90th value is here like this. At the point of intersection, here we are. Now we will figure out the units between 4 and 6. So this is 5, 6, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. This is 4, this is 5, right? So this is 4.2, 4.4, 4.6, 4.8 and 5. This is 4.2. And this is 5.6, right? So the 90th value is 5.6, 30th value is 4.2, and the IQR will be Q3 minus Q1. That is going to be 5.6 minus 4.2. That is going to be
1.4.
1.4. Perfect. So 1.4 hour is our answer. Clear? Now it says 70% of the adults spent less than K hours on the internet. Use the cumulative frequency diagram to find an estimate for the value of K. 70% of the adults. So what will be the 70% of the total number of adults? That is 120. So 0, 0, 0, 0. 12 into 7. 84th value. What is the 84th value here? This is 80. This is 90. So this is 82, 84. Right? This is 84. So again, we will use this method will come to the graph and down this, right? So this is definitely, this point now is definitely 5.4. Perfect. So we will write 5.4 and that's the answer. Clear? Any questions from this? Okay, next question. The diagram shows solid A and solid B. A solid A is made from a hemisphere and a cone, each with radius 6. So they have a common radius 6 centimeter. A cone has a sloping edge of 10 centimeter. Solid B is a cylinder with radius 4 and height h centimeter. Everything is clearly marked on the diagram. It says the total surface area of solid A is equals to the total surface area of solid B. This is a statement. Work out the value of h. Now, the total surface area of this cone will be the curved surface area of the cone plus the curved surface area of the hemisphere, right? We will get the total surface area. So the curved surface area of the cone is actually pi r L and the hemisphere is 2 pi r square. So for the cone we can write pi r L plus 2 pi r square, and they're saying it is equals to the total surface area of solid B, which is a cylinder. So 2 pi r h plus r is the formula. Here pi and r are common in cone and the hemisphere. So we can take pi r common and we can write L plus 2R, which is equals to 2 pi R H plus R. So first we simplify the formula, and now we will input or plug in the values. So pi and R is 6. So we can say 6 pi multiplied by L, that is 10, plus 2 times R is 12, which is equals to 2 pi. R is 4 here, multiplied by H, which is missing, plus R is 4. Now we'll figure out the value of H. So pi and pi cancel out. This is 6 and this is 22, which is equals to 8 H plus 4. So this is going to be 2 3s are, 2 4s are, 2 2s are, 2 11s are, 11 3s are 33 divided by 2, which is equals to H plus 4. So H is equals to 33 by 2 minus 4. So H is 33 minus 8 by 2. 33 minus 8 by 2.
25 upon 2.
25 upon 2.
12.5.
12.5. Part B, it says work out the height of solid A. Now this is solid A. The height of solid A will be this height.
Height of cone plus the radius.
Perfect. The height of the cone plus the radius of the hemisphere, which is already 6. Height of the cone we can figure out using the
Pythagorean
Pythagorean. So H will be under root of 10 square minus 6 square, which is 100 minus 36, which is 64, that is 8. So height of only the cone is this much. Total height will be 8 plus 6, right? That is 14 centimeter. Clear? Let's move to another question. Question number 14. A function f of x is given to us, g of x is given to us. Both are linear. Part A, it says find the value of f of negative 2. So f of negative 2 will be 3 times negative 2, negative 4. That is negative 6, negative 4. So answer is negative 10. Right? Then we have to find inverse of f of x or f inverse of x. First we'll write down the function f of x equals to 3x minus 4. Take f of x as y, so we can write y equals to 3x minus 4. Then swap the variable x equals to 3y minus 4. So we can write x plus 4 equals to 3y, and then y equals to x plus 4 by 3, and that's your answer. X plus 4 by 3 is your inverse function.
So if suppose we write a denominator below the dotted line, it's fine, right?
Yeah,
We
this is
have
fine.
like
This is fine.
okay.
As far as it is clearly visible that you're writing it as a fraction here, that is fine. If we have space, then you can write like this also. Right now there was less space, so I wrote like this.
Got it.
That is fine. Part C, f of g of x is equals to ax plus b. It is already given to us and says find the value of a and the value of b. That means if we'll write the equation like this and we convert it into the general form which is given to us, we'll get the value of a and b by comparing the function or the coefficient. It says find the value of, okay, let's find what is g of x. G of x is, first, f of x is 3x minus 4 and g of x is 4x plus 1. We have to find f of g of x. That means f of 4x plus 1 instead of x. So 3 times 4x plus 1 minus 4 separately. So 4 3s are 12x plus 3 minus 4. This will become 12x minus 1. So a is 12 and b is negative 1. Done? Now it says simplify 2 upon f of x. So 2 upon 3x minus 4 minus 5 upon g of x, which is 4x plus 1. So whenever there's a fraction like this, we do cross multiplication. So 2 times 4x plus 1 minus 5 times 3x minus 4 whole divided by 3x minus 4 multiplied by 4x plus 1. Now solve the numerator. So 8x plus 2 minus 5 3s are 15x plus 5 4s are 20 divided by 3x minus 4 and 4x plus 1. So this is going to be 8 and 15 minus 7x plus 22 divided by 3x minus 4 and 4x plus 1. That's the answer. So we can write it here. Minus 7x plus 22 divided by 3x minus 4 and 4x plus 1. This is the answer.
Or we have to simplify.
Or you can see simplification is not possible. We did not multiply the denominator values. There are two binomial expressions. We did not multiply just to see that if there's anything common from the numerator, we can cancel out. But there was nothing common. You can write your answer like this also, or you can also multiply the denominator and write it as a single expression instead of two binomial multiplication of two binomials. Okay. Let's move on to question number 15 now. It says expand and simplify. So yeah, now here there is no formula applicable or no identity applicable. So we can simply multiply. 2 into 1 is 2. 2 into minus 3 root 5. So minus 6 root 5. Then minus root 5 into 1. So minus root 5. And minus root 5 into 3 root 5. So minus minus plus root 5 into root 5 is 5. 5 into 3 is 15. Now 15 and 2 will be 17 minus 6 root 5 minus root 5 will be minus 7 root 5. And that's the answer. 17 minus 7 root 5 for question number 15. Done? Moving on to part B, it says rationalize the denominator. Give your answer in the simplest form. Now in the denominator, we have only one term. We don't have binomial. So we can simply multiply with the same root. That is root 10 upon root 10. So in the numerator, we'll get 6 root 10. In the denominator, we'll get root 10 into root 10 is 10. Now 2 3s are, 2 5s are. So answer will be 3 root 10 over 5. Done? Next part, question number 16. It says expand and simplify. So we can, in such cases, we can multiply the first two and whatever is the solution, we can multiply that with the last binomial or the third binomial. Yeah. So first two, x plus 4, x minus 3 is going to be x square plus x minus 12. And then we have to multiply this with 3x plus 2. So x square into 3x, 3x cube, x square into 2 plus 2x square. Now x into 3x plus 3x square and x into 2 plus 2x minus 12 into 3 minus 36x minus 12 into 2 minus 24. Now keep all the like terms together. There's only one 3x cube term. So 3x cube, 2x square, 3x square will be 5x square. 2x minus 36x will be minus 34x. And lastly, minus 24. So that's your answer. 3x cube plus 5x square minus 34x minus 24. Done? Let's move on. Question number 17 based on probability. Now probability questions, whenever we solve probability question, we have to make sure we list down all the possibilities. So let's check first. It says a bag contains 6 red marbles, 3 green marbles and 1 blue marble. It's better to write red, blue and green. So red is how much? 6, blue is 1 and green is 3. Total 10 marbles. It says find the probability that both the marbles are green and with replacement. That means it's clearly mentioned with replacement. That means when they are picking one marble from the bag, they are replacing it. So number of green marbles are 3. So 3 out of 10 multiplied by 3 out of 10. It says they are going to pick 2 marbles at random, but they are replacing it. So hence 3 by 10, 3 by 10, it is going to be 9 over 100. So that's the answer. Clear? Moving on to the second part, it says another bag contains 4 red. Red is 4, yellow 2, total 6. It says 2 counters are picked at random from the bag, this time without replacement. That means if they will pick 1 marble from the bag, they are not going to replace it. Hence the total number of marble will reduce by 1. So red is 4 by 6, yellow is 2 by 6. Then red is 3 by 5, yellow will still be 2 by 5. Second, yellow is 2 by 6, red will be 3 by 5 and yellow will be 1 by 5. Right?
Yes,
So
sir.
red will be 4 by 5, right?
Red will be 4 by 5. Yeah, because red is not picked yet. If the first one is yellow, and we have not picked red, it will be 4 by 5. That's perfect. Yes, 4 by 5. Yellow will reduce by 1, so 1 by 5. Okay. Second one, it says find the probability that one of the 2 counters is yellow. Find the probability that one of the 2 counters is yellow. So there is only 2 possibilities. First, you list down the probability of red and yellow, or the probability of
But
yellow.
it's not necessary, right? Ki only one of the in both of the counters, only one is yellow and other is red. It's not possible. It's not just one possibility. There can also be that there are 2 counters and both are yellow. At least one of them has to be a yellow.
They have not mentioned at least condition. They have said find the probability that one of the 2 counters is yellow. It's a statement. One of them should be yellow. They have
Only
not
one of
mentioned-
them.
Only one of them. It's a statement, right? They have not asked us that find the probability that at least one of them is yellow. At least means one is one, or there can be 2 also in that case. But they have not used the term at least. They have clearly mentioned one of the 2 counters is yellow. So one of the 2 counters should definitely be yellow. So there are 2 possibilities, red and yellow or yellow and red. So for the first one, red is 4 by 6.
Yeah.
Yellow is 2 by 5.
Yeah.
Or means addition. Yellow is 2 by 6 and red is 4 by 5. So the answer is 8 by 30 plus again 8 by 30. That is going to be 16 by 30, and you can also write 16 by 30, or you can also write down the simplified form, that is 8 by 15.
Okay.
So that's the answer. Next question. It says one day Anya runs 12 kilometer at a speed of this much. So always write down the values. Distance 12 kilometer, speed x kilometer per hour. The next day she walks. Okay, first day she is running and second day she walks. So day 2, distance 2, 10 kilometer, speed 2, x minus 4 kilometers per hour. This is the information that is given to us. It says write an expression in terms of x for the time she spends running. So time is distance upon speed. So time is equals to distance covered how much? 12, and speed is 12 upon x. So the answer is 12 upon x hours for the first one. Clear? Second one, it says write down an expression in terms of x for the time she spends walking. So we have to check only for the time duration that she walks. So the time is equals to distance upon speed. Again, distance is 10 kilometers upon speed, that is x minus 4. So the answer is 10 upon x minus 4 hours. Clear? Now, moving on to the third part, C. It's a 4-marker question. It says the time Anya spends walking is 1 hour more than the time she spends running. So see, this is how we will frame the equation. First, list down the time for both of them. 12 upon x and another one is 10 upon x minus 4. This is for running and this is for walking, right? They clearly mentioned that the time Anya spends walking is 1 hour more than the time she spends running. So if we want to equate them, we have to add 1 hour extra to the running, right? And now we can simplify. So this will become x plus 12 upon x, that is equals to 10 upon x minus 4. Now do the cross multiplication. X plus 12 multiplied by x minus 4, that is equals to 10x. This will become x square. Then let's write it down. Plus 12x, x square plus 12x, this into this into this, minus 4x minus 48, which is equals to 10x. So this is going to be x square plus 8x minus 48 minus 10x equals to 0. So this is going to be x square minus 2x minus 48 equals to 0. And that's the answer. Clear? Next, it says use the factorization to solve x square minus 2x minus 48 equals to 0. In this case, it is clearly mentioned that we have to use the factorization method. So we cannot use any other method than factorization. So factorization, we need middle term 2 and the product is 48. So we can use 8 and 6. We can write down x square minus 8x plus 6x minus 48 equals to 0. So x common x minus 8 plus 6 common x minus 8, that is equals to 0. So x minus 8, x plus 6, that is equals to 0. From here we can say that x equals to 8 and x equals to minus 6. Is this clear? Perfect.
So,
Any question, any doubts in this factorization method?
no. Sorry.
Okay. Find the time Anya spends running. So the time that Anya spends running is 12 over x, right? Time equals to 12 over x. Now we cannot take the value of x as negative, right? So we will write 12 over 8 and that is 1.5 hours. 3 by 2, that is 1.5 hours for part E. Clear? Moving on to question number 19 now. It says find the value of 27 to the power negative 2 by 3. Now 27 can itself be written as 3 cube to the power negative 2 upon 3. This 3 and 3 will cancel out. So we'll get 3 to the power minus 2, which is 1 upon 9. Done? Next, question number 20. It says find the exact value of x. X is the adjacent side. The perpendicular or the opposite side is known to us. And the adjacent side is unknown. So we can use tan theta, tan 30 degree, which is equals to opposite upon adjacent. Tan 30 is 1 upon root 3, which is equals to opposite, that is 6 upon adjacent, that is x. So x will be
6 root 3.
6 root 3. And that's a 4-marker question. Why it's a 4-marker question? Because you have to remember this value, tan 30, 1 upon root 3. Okay? I don't know, something happened. So this was actually tan 30 degree equals to 6 upon x. So x ultimately 6 root 3. So 6 root 3 is the answer. Done? Let's move on to question number 21. Problem based on vectors. OABC is a rhombus. OABC is a rhombus and O is the origin. The diagonals of the rhombus intersect at point P. This is the point of intersection. OP is 2m. OP is 2m. AP is n. It says find in terms of m and n in the simplest form OA. First we have to find OA. So we know that OA is OP plus PA, right? So OP is 2m and PA is opposite of AP, so minus n. So 2m minus n is the answer for the first one. Now OC. OC will be, so see, this is n, so this will also be n because diagonals at the point of intersection bisect each other in case of rhombus. That's why it was mentioned that it is a rhombus. Now OC will be OP plus PC. OP plus PC. OP is 2m, PC is n. So 2m plus n is the answer. Clear? Moving on to part B now. D is the point such that AD is 10m minus 3n. Now D is not located on the diagram. It must be on the external point of the diagram. It says show that OADC is a trapezium. So this is a good question. It's a 3-marker question. We have to prove OADC is a trapezium. Now these are already two parallel sides, right? For example, let's say D is somewhere here and extend from both the points. This is just for our understanding. D is somewhere here and they are saying that AD is 10m minus 3n. 10m minus 3n. This is 10m minus 3n. OA is 2m minus n and OC is how much? OC is 2m plus n.
That's it.
That means if we will find the value of CD, and we will prove that CD is parallel to OA, then we can say that it's a trapezium, right? So how can we find CD? CD will be CO plus OA plus AD. So CO is how much? CO is opposite of OC. So minus 2m minus n. OA is already here, 2m minus n. AD is given to us 10m minus 3n. So this 2m will cancel out. 10m minus 3, 4 and 5. 10m minus 5n. This is CD. Now CD is 10m minus 3n and OA is 2m minus n. So can we say that CD is 5 times of OA? Because OA is 2m minus n, right? So CD is 5 times of OA. Hence, we can say that CD is parallel to OA. Therefore, OADC is a trapezium. Clear?
Yes, sir. But in vectors, like 3 sides is allowed or only 2 sides? Like 3 vectors together.
For CD,
Yeah.
even more than 3 is possible.
Okay.
See, this is CD. We have to find CD and we don't know the direct path of CD, right? So let's say if I am standing at point C and I have to reach point D, the only way is that I'll go from C to O, then I'll go from O to A, then I'll go from A to D, and that is how we'll reach at D.
What about C to A and then A to D?
That is also possible.
minus 2.
C to A and A to D is also possible.
Oh.
That is also possible. So whichever is the known path, we can take the known path.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Let's move on.
So one more thing. Can you please go up? How do you
Yes.
determine on the figure from A
Like
to
that.
C? Yeah, from A to C. How do you determine? Means over here there are the like vector k. What do
Points.
you say?
Direction.
Points. The direction. How do you determine a direction if there is no arrows as of such?
So this point was definitely coming from A to P. So this
Yeah.
will extend P to C.
Okay.
When it says CD we had to find, right? Because D was here. CD we had to find. That's why we marked here. OA, when it was written OA with an arrow O to A, that means O to A towards that side.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
OC, you can see the arrow here. O to C. That means O to C. So the arrow will be here. O towards C.
That will be the same for A to B. The same direction.
Sorry.
Will it be the same direction for A to B?
A to B. Yeah. When we say A to B, it will be like this.
Okay.
And that is why when we were going from C to O, it was exactly in the opposite direction of OC, right?
Yeah.
And that's the reason we took CO as negative of OC. OC was positive. And
Instead of
because
writing
in
CO,
C
so instead
minus
of
OC
writing
also you
CO,
can write.
can we write minus OC chalega?
Yes. Because in vectors, OC is not equals to CO. But OC is equals to negative of CO. Okay,
Yeah.
because it's in the opposite direction. It's in the opposite direction, that's why. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I can do
Let's move
minus
on to question
OC
number.
plus OA plus AD.
Yes, yes. Negative OC plus OA plus AD, that is also possible. Moving on to question number 22, it says a curve has equation y equals to x raised to n plus qx square plus 9x. dy by dx is already given to us. They're telling us find the value of n and the value of q. So again, we'll solve this by comparing the coefficients. Dy by dx will be here n x to the power n minus 1 plus 2 q to the power q into x and power 1, so we'll not write, plus 9. Now we can see that 9 is here, 9 is here, n is here. So n will be here. So can we say n is 3? 2q will be equals to minus 12. 2q will be equals to minus 12. So q will be minus 6. So n is 3, q is minus 6. Clear? Second part, work out the coordinates of the turning point of the curve. We know that whenever we have to find the coordinates of the turning point, dy by dx will be equals to 0. Our dy by dx is already given to us here. So we can use the function for dy by dx directly. We can write 3x square minus 12x plus 9 equals to 0. Now we can take 3 common here, 3, and write down x square minus 4x plus 3 equals to 0. Hence, we can write x square minus 4x plus 3 equals to 0. So from here we can take we can solve using factorization method. So x square minus 3x minus x plus 3 equals to 0. So this is going to be x minus 3 minus 1, x minus 3 equals to 0. So we can write x minus 3 and x minus 1 equals to 0, right? So x is equals to 3 and x equals to 1. So 3 here, let's say, and 1 here. And now we have to find the value, but we have not figured out the equation. We have the value of n and q. So can we write the equation as y is equals to x to the power n, that is 3, plus q minus 6 x square plus 9x. This will be the equation because we substituted the value of n and q in the given equation, right? Where n and q was unknown. Now, when x is 3, what will be the value of y? When x is 3, y will be 3 cube minus 6 into 3 square plus 9 into 3, 27. So this is going to be 27 minus, this is going to be 9 into 6, 54 plus 27. So basically 0 only. 27, 54 minus 54, that is 0. So this is 0. And then again, when x is 1, y will be 1 cube minus 6 into 1 square plus 9 into 1. So this is going to be 1 minus 6 plus 9. 10 minus 6 is 4. So this is going to be 1 and 4. When x is 1, y is 4. When x is 0, y is also 0. This is the answer. Any questions in this? So one of the question based on differentiation you can definitely expect in the examination. And this is how we solve it. The understanding is this: dy by dx is always 0 at the turning point. So we can equate our differentiated function to 0, figure out the values of x. After finding the figuring out the values of x, you can substitute it into the main equation to get the y values. And that will be your two turning points. Clear? Question 23. It says simplify 2x square plus 10x. So we can write 2x common x plus 5 and denominator is x square minus 25. X square minus 25 is x square minus 5 square, which can be written as x plus 5 and x minus 5. So x plus 5 will cancel out. 2x upon x minus 5 is the answer.
What is the parameter for getting 3 marks in this type of questions?
The first is you are factorizing the numerator. Second, you are applying the understanding of the identity, that is a square minus b square, which is going to be a plus b and a minus b.
Okay.
So basically you are factorizing the denominator also separately, and you are writing it as a plus b, a minus b, x plus 5, x minus 5. Then you are cancelling out the common ones. You're not leaving it as it is. And then the final answer.
So we can write this directly and we still get 3 marks.
What directly? This?
This the 2x x plus 5, the fraction.
This you can write directly. This means that if you're writing this as this means you know this.
Okay.
So you don't have to write the formula, but when you are writing it like this, that means it is understood.
Okay.
The working you did earlier is sufficient.
Sorry? But you
The
have to
working
show.
you did earlier is sufficient.
Yeah, this much working is sufficient. Okay? And with this, we are done with the paper.
Join the community. Be a math builder.